Hey guys, are your animations trash, bad, stupid, and ugly? Well, I'm gonna fix that by teaching you how to animate fantastically in a program called Adobe Animate CC 2019. But that program's kind of expensive, so just click the link in the description of how to get it for free. Anyways, let's get to the video. Okay, so now we're in the tutorial part of the tutorial video. So I just have Adobe Animate open and awesome like that. First thing that you're gonna want to do is to set the FPS to 24 and the size 1920 by 1080. Frick. So now that the file is all ready and set up to be good in so that when you export it, it doesn't sound bad. You're going to want to drag your audio into your stage like so, boop, and then a little thing up there has audio, so you're going to want to spread that out to around, I think, here. Yeah, so about that. And I think that automatically Adobe Animate has the sync set to event, and that's not good because you can't scrub through it. You have to it only plays at the beginning, so you're gonna want to select your audio just like there, and then sync to stream so that it sounds like that, so you can lip sync easier. So yeah, and the way that you add a layer, because layers are good, we're gonna add a layer. Just press there, boop. You're gonna want to lock the audio so that you don't accidentally edit and delete your audio. That wouldn't be good. So the first thing that I always do whenever I start doing an animation after I do all of this is doing a thing called an animatic, where basically you sketch out all the poses and stuff like that. And by the way, this is just what the audio sounds like, by the way. This is what the phrase sounds like. Hey guys, doors are awesome. Yeah, and no truer words have ever been said. Anyways, so now you're just gonna want to sketch out your character. I'm just gonna sketch out just like a generic like white blob thing. Sorry if the audio sounds bad. I currently have my mic in a very bad place at the moment because it's hard to draw when you have a microphone in your face at all times. So it's in a very weird position. So sorry if the audio sounds bad. I'm gonna have to fix that up in post. But yeah, just sketching out just a generic figure like this and stuff like that. Let's just do it like this. Eyebrow. Actually, no, we're gonna have it like this, and then this is chicken scratch right here, and then nose, and then yeah. So basically, this is chicken scratch, but it gets the idea across, kind of. But yeah, this is yeah. But yeah, now I'm gonna now that that's good, I'm gonna, in fact, I'm gonna go ahead and cut ahead into the video when the animatic is done. Because you get the idea, you know, just sketching out all the poses and stuff. And yeah, I'll see you then. Time lapse starts now. Okay, so now the animatic has been complete. This is what it looks like at the moment. Hey guys, doors are awesome. Yes, no true words have ever been said once again. Yeah, so this currently looks like chicken scratch at the moment. It looks horrible, but I'm gonna go fix that. Yeah, this is currently bad. And yeah, and I'm gonna show you guys how to make it unbad. And these are just like the rough concept sketches. These are just like storyboards and stuff. So a good thing that you want to do to layer to the animatic layers is to right click on the layer right there, and then go to guide. What a guide does is that it doesn't show in the final product. So if I exported this right now, it'd just be it would look like this. So it doesn't export in the final product, which is good if you want to do animatics and storyboards like what I do. So yeah, so what you're gonna want to do now is make a new layer and set the opacity down. Basically, select this tool right here, and basically what this tool does is that it selects everything whenever you drag it back and forth and stuff. It's very useful. So what you're gonna do is just select this tool, drag this all the way back, select everything, use the lasso tool by pressing L on the keyboard by selecting everything, and then go up here to color, and then set the opacity down to about 30%. Okay, so 30% is about right. So basically, you can still see it, but you can like trace over it and make the lines and stuff more refined, make the animation more refined and stuff, and so that'll be epic. But the first thing that I always do whenever I do whenever I start fully working on a video is that I do backgrounds for the video. So for this short little clip, the backgrounds are going to be very, very simple. The backgrounds are going to be these things called gradients. Now, gradients are basically where you take a shape like a square, for example, and you put it all the way over there. You select it, and then you go ahead and make it a gradient by going down here and selecting and going down to this thing right there, the color stroke thing. You select it there, and then boom, it's a gradient, but it's kind of ugly. So what you're going to want to do is just right-click on here, which is the free transform tool, which is very useful. You can, transform and stuff, size it, resize it, etc. But right under there is the gradient transform tool. And the gradient transform tool is very useful because you can move gradients and stuff to make them look very good. Make them look pog and epic. And now that the gradient looks a bit better, now that the gradient looks a bit better, I'm going to go ahead and select it, like so. And then select this white thing right there. This will be the lighter color of the gradient. So I'm just going to pick, this is just going to be a light to dark blue gradient. So now that it's a light blue, I'm going to select the dark and then make it a darker blue. So yeah, that looks like a pretty good background to me. So I'm just going to put it under there. By the way, you move layers up and down by doing this. This is very useful so that the background doesn't go over top of the layer. So basically, if I were to draw something here, like a smiley face, like that. But if I accidentally move this layer over top of it, you can't see the smiley face anymore because this background right here is over top of it. So it's very useful and very good for stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and have this background for 2 of the 3 shots in this video. And now you may be wondering, Ashos, I can't see the original animatic. I can't trace over it. Well, that is where these things called, where this comes in. Basically, what doing this is basically, you see this thing right here. Click on it, and then boom, you can still see it without this getting in the way, and it's still there, but you just don't see it, so that you can just trace over top of it, and it's very awesome and very great. So, basically, doing line work. So I'm going to be doing now, which is called line work. Now, basically, line art, the line art stage of the animation is basically where you just refine the lines and make them look really good and really awesome. I think I'm going to use a 15 brush for this, a very fat brush. I don't normally use fat brushes. I normally use a 5, but since this is kind of a more simple character, and for this tutorial, I'm going to use a 15 because I do personally think that 15 looks okay. So now I'm going to go into a time lapse where I draw this thing, and yeah, it'll be awesome. Oh yeah, another thing. for doing line art. Basically, the free transform tool comes in very useful because if the shape isn't exactly what you want it, but it can be very but it's very close to what you want it. Basically, you can just like skew it and stuff like this and this, and it's very useful. Also, my friend Diego showed me this. The envelope tool is very useful as well for just moving the vectors around, because Flash or Adobe Animate is a vector-based program. So you can just like move the vectors around and just stuff like that. So if you want to do like just like very subtle movements, the envelope tool is very useful. But we're not going to be using that today since there's not much actual movement in this shot. But like, you know, very basic and stuff. So anyway, back to the time lapse. Also, another thing, for if you want to like copy something, you can just like copy and paste shapes. So, for example, for these eyes, I don't want to draw them individually. I just copy and paste them, man, and it's very useful. Also, for these pupils right here, just copy and paste them as like so. Oops. You may be asking to yourself, Ashos, why aren't you drawing the mouth? Well, the reason why I'm not drawing the mouth on this layer is because later on I'm going to be making a brand new layer for lip sync just for the mouth, because we're going to be doing lip sync as well, and lip sync is very good. So now that I have this character all drawn and stuff, and I'm relatively happy with the line work, I'm going to be coloring this guy. So, boom, that's what this is. So I got to color this guy because just on its own, it looks very bland and very not good since it's fully transparent. So I'm just going to make this guy like a white blob at the moment. And I'm going to be doing shading for this. Now, how do you do shading in Adobe Animate? Shoot. How do you do shading in this? Hang on. So how you do shading in this is that basically you go to colors right here, in the white. You just skew it just a little bit darker, like a slight pink, a whitish pink, and then you go to your brush settings right here, your other brush settings, the brush modes, and then you go to paint behind. Now paint behind is very useful because you paint behind the line art, the line work. Oops. You paint behind the line art, and it's very useful for shading and stuff. And if I were to do paint normal, then it just paints over the line art, and I can't like edit it as easily. So yeah, so that's another thing. So basically, shading is a very broad thing, but basically you just draw the shadow, and shading is very useful. I don't do it much in my cartoons since it takes a very long time. I think it's kind of unnecessary sometimes, but you know, it does look very nice, but unfortunately it is very time consuming. So, yeah. Alrighty. So I have this character fully in. I'm gonna go ahead and save this file since I'm super far into it. I'm just gonna name it tutorial, like so. Okay, Pog Champ. So now, since it's just like one thing, I'm gonna go ahead and go to this shot now, which is basically the same guy, basically just pointing directly at a door, saying doors are Pog, and there's also gonna be lip sync here as well, with this pose and stuff. So, yeah, with the background as well, what I can just do easily is that I just copy this, paste this. But basically you have different colors. So instead, let's just have a dark green for the dark bit, and for the lighter bit, let's just have a lighter green. That doesn't look that good. Okay, perfect. So and then obviously you just select that to make it good. And basically just use the exact same things that I told you before for line art. Just like Just do the line art, just do like refined line art and stuff at any brush thickness. And you may need to undo a lot of times, since unfortunately Adobe Animate is kind of bad at doing line art, but it's fine, you know. You'll get used to it. Since I've been animating in this program for years now. But yeah, you'll get used to it, and yeah. So there's this tool that I've been using a lot recently, and I think that everybody should know about this. It's called the smoothing tool. So you see that this line isn't completely perfect. Basically, how to fix this is that we go to the lasso tool, like so, right here, lasso tool. We just surround the line. We surround the line with the lasso tool, and then we go to this, the selection tool, and then we click this S right here. It's the smoothing tool right here, and then just keep pressing it until it looks better. And each bit, yeah, and then it looks better and stuff like that. Just to make the lines look a lot neater and better. Sometimes it messes up a little bit, but it's fine because we can just edit it, and it looks all good. So now that I'm done with this drawing this guy, I'm gonna be drawing the door, because that is what he's pointing to. And with the door, doors are a lot more organic in terms of lines and stuff. So you can tend to go a bit more loose on doors and stuff, and you tend to get away with it more. And I'm just gonna draw the doorknob right here. There we go. Okay, about here too. Okay, now I'm gonna be coloring the door, since that's the easiest thing to color. I'm just gonna have this a golden doorknob and have the actual door itself. Actually, no, that looks okay. That looks okay. It looks kind of like, I don't know. It looks kind of bad though. They're like the color. I don't know. But yeah. So now that I am done doing the line art for this shot as well, I'm gonna be coloring this guy. And the way that I color him with the exact same colors is using this thing called the eyedropper tool. Now, the eyedropper tool is very useful, because then you just press the I button to select it. So just press I to get to that, or just click on it, I don't know. And then you select the color that you want to copy, and then you just use the paint bucket tool to just do that. Same thing with the shading right here. Gonna be, shoot, wrong thing, gotta have it at paint behind. There we go. There we go. Have it like that. And it, you know, it takes, since I'm pretty experienced, shading is very simple, and I know where to put shadows. When you're a beginner, it tends to be a lot harder to know where to put the shadows and stuff. But just like look at light and stuff, and see where light reflects and stuff, and that is when you would know. So, oh shoot, I gotta color the rest of the skin, so I'm gonna, or like, it's not really skin, but you know. But yeah, that's the shot without lip sync. Obviously I'm gonna be adding lip sync after I do all this stuff, but just for now I'm just gonna be doing the drawing and stuff. So now this is what it looks like so far. So now I'm gonna go back into the narrator bit right here with this very excited looking chap. So, okay. Oops. Just go back to this, and then just do the exact same thing. Yeah. So now this guy is in a very happy and excited pose, because he's telling us how awesome doors are, because they're awesome, man. So, yeah. Alright, that looks good. Whoa, that that guy really does look excited. Perfect. And then just draw the body, and since this guy is super excited, he has his hands in the air like he just don't care. Yeet. And boom. Okay. And that pose looks okay. Actually, no, it doesn't. It looks kind of bad. I'm gonna one arm, use the lasso tool, copy and paste. I'm not good at drawing symmetry, so I'm just gonna be copying and pasting to make it look good. There we go. And then just use the eraser tool to erase this line and this line. And then boom, that pose is done. So now I'm just going to be coloring this in, using, and also with shadows. Actually, no, first I'm going to be doing this. Shadows. You get the idea, people. You get the idea. Little shadow under there. And there. And I think that the shadows are done, so now I'm just going to go ahead and go to white. And with the background, it looks cool as well. So this is what the cartoon, now, this is what, like, the little short looks like without lip sync, but it's, like, fully animated as well. Hey, guys, doors are awesome. Yeah, they are awesome. Anyways, so now I'm going to go ahead and go to lip syncing. Lip syncing is something that, that I feel that I'm okay at, because I've been doing it for so long. But for this tutorial, I'm just going to be drawing it in. I'm not going to be using symbols and stuff, since that's a little bit more complicated. And I just need to just redraw it, you know? And I also think that redrawing it looks a bit better. So yeah. So he's saying, hey guys. So hey, so with a hey, it would be an open mouth. So the onion skin tool is right there, so that you can just look back on what you're seeing. The onion skin tool is very useful for doing animation. So I'm just going to be doing this. Hey. Just draw a mouth, just draw a generic open mouth with that. Boop. So it's like, hey, hey. So it's like an E shape, I guess. So it's like just drawing out that mouth a little bit, like E. Hey. Hey guys. So it's like a it's a teeth, so it's like just having the teeth there. So it's like this. Hey guy. So just again, that, like that. Guy. So it's like that. Just copy and pasting again. So it's also that, and this is what it looks like. That looks kind of bad. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. So basically, if it doesn't look that good, you just want to like edit around the mouth positions a little bit to make it look good. Hey, I'm gonna g. I think I'm gonna have that. Okay, I think that this looks okay. Good enough. Looks good enough in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. That's fine. And then you just want to color it in. Color them all in. Like so. Like that. And then, color in the tongue. And since this is a white character, I do not need to color in the teeth, since the teeth are obviously going to be white as well. A tongue shape like that. Actually, no, that looks horrible. Yeah, it looks good. Maybe if I just skew everything back. Yeah, that looks okay. So now I'm just gonna do lip sync for the rest of this short, for this shot and this shot in a time lapse form, and I'll see you guys back just repeating the exact same techniques that I used here, and I'll see you guys when the short is done. Alright guys, so now the short is now completed! Yay! Yay! So this is what it looks like in full. Hey guys, doors are awesome! So just like take that. Actually no, I think that I need to do this, just edit it a little bit. There we go. It looks good. So yeah, that is how to make an animation in Adobe. That's how you animate in Adobe Animate CC 2019. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to hit like and subscribe, because these videos take a very long time, the animations and stuff. Hope you found this video very informative. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!